Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Now, it seems like things are starting to get out of hand in this situation that's going on between Jay Prince, the CEO of Rap-A-Lot Records, and, I'd like to say even one of the top people in Mob Ties, right? Yeah, I'm not sure if he's the CEO or not, but he's one of the top people in Mob Ties, right? And none other than Offset. Now, there was an interview that took place over the weekend, the day that the Grammys happened, right? And it was on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast with Wallow and Gilly. Now, during that podcast, Jay Prince and other family members, including Jay Prince Jr., talked about the situation that happened with Takeoff. Now, this is a fairly new situation. Takeoff losing his life last year on November 1st. And a lot of things have come out of that interview. A lot of people are saying it was a bad look. It seemed like Jay Prince was trying to make them look good in this situation when it seemed like Takeoff was supposed to be under their protection. And they made a case for why things happened and how they happened. Even going so far as to showing police reports of a guy by the name of Migo Bands allegedly telling police what went down and talking about how he was trying to protect Quavo and threw a punch, which essentially started off the fight and which essentially started off the shooting. So, man, this was a lot to take in. And this being the day of the Grammys and the fact that they were going to be doing a tribute to Takeoff at the Grammys, because let's face it, Migos is one of the biggest groups in the world. And they always have a tradition of honoring those who have passed along during the time before the awards, right? So there was rumors that there was a fight in the backstage of the Grammys between Offset and Quavo. Now, Quavo hasn't said anything, but Offset has been highly vocal. First, after the Grammys, commenting on the fact that Jay Prince put his name out there in sort of a diss, and as some people would say, a threat that, Offset needs to cool his heels and really jump on board and leave any kind of foolishness alone. Take from that what you want. Now, Jay Prince has been quiet ever since then, but Offset responded by saying, hey, hit my line. You can call me. What's the issue with not hitting me up directly? And why did you put it out there in an interview? Because it seemed a little weird the way that it was done, right? Well, after Offset said what he said, it seemed like things had died down until today, because Jay Prince once again took to social media to air out Offset and call him out. So, man, let's actually look at something right now where that took place. Right? Now, just so nobody's mistaken, this is Jay Prince's official Instagram page where he seemed to call out Offset. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video first, and then we're going to go over and read this caption. So let's check this out.
Found Offset suffering from being a fake motherfucker disease. He want to play victim now, but he was a volunteer when he spoke threats about me and my family name in his mouth about what he gonna do. Why you didn't call me to talk is the twist he want to use. Tell lies in your woman ear, nigga. I don't have time to listen to weak shit. Now you want to fake in front of a camera, trying to hide behind Takeoff mother when I've shown nothing but respect for her and family. See, boy, you acting like you a part of a family that don't really f with you because you a snake. Now you don't know me from a can of paint. Let me see if I can refresh your memory. Remember we talked when you got your ass whooped in Atlanta? You forgot? Remember when you called up on me and I came to LA and met with you because you was nervous about your wife performing because she had them issues about using the word flute? You forgot? Remember when you and Sauce Walker was beefing and you wanted me to stamp that? You forgot that too? I can go on, but I think you remember now. See, this is the reason I say blood make you kin and loyalty make you family, because of those like you that have stuck a knife in the back of the ones you call your brother. Explain. Since you're a real ass nigga, explain to the people the real reason why you weren't on that stage at the Grammys with Quavo, who you call your brother, for the tribute. You ain't man enough to do that because you what we call a tender dick. Takeoff, Quavo, and the family wasn't fucking with you for a while before it's passing and still don't fuck with you because you a rattlesnake nigga. Quavo been letting you make it because he got a good heart. It's consequences when you fuck with me. I don't have no heart for no snake, and I give you what you ask for. And by the way, I don't think I'm no John Gotti. That ain't who I looked up to. It's no secret who my OG is. The flag you perpetrate with. Homie, you better go do what you do best. Write some rhymes and quit playing gangster. I don't want no trouble. Peace.
Now you heard there from Jay Prince that basically he was putting out a warning to Offset again, letting him know that in several situations he's helped Offset out. He talked about the situation where Cardi B was accused of disrespecting the Crips gang in Los Angeles, right? And she had made a post where she said something about flu, and that was taken the wrong way by a lot of people. I know Snoop Dogg commented on it. A lot of people talked about it because that's such a big group of people out there in Los Angeles. And certain moves and measures were needed to be made to make sure that she was safe. He's saying during that time, Offset reached out to him to talk to him about that and to look for some sort of guidance and maybe even protection. Now, I'm not sure if that's real or if that's true or not. Some say it isn't. Now, he also talked about a situation when Sauce Walka and the Migos weren't seeing eye to eye. That was for real. But the part that I really want to harp on is where he talked about the fact that Offset, he feels, is a snake and that he snaked out several members of the Migos and that he's claiming a family that doesn't want to be any part with him. Now, to be real, there's been rumors that Offset has messed around with people that were dating Quavo and people that were dating, like that he's kind of snaked them out in that way. Now, maybe Jay Prince is privy to some information we don't know, but it seems like that's the situations that he's talking about. Now, we don't know at this time if that's all rumor or not, but for him to put it out there as a threat, and even after they've gone back and forth before, and Offset told him to hit his line, it seems like Jay Prince is putting this out here for social media to see and trying to air out Offset. Now, what's crazy about this situation, it didn't take much time for Offset to clap back. But before we do that, let's read this caption from Jay Prince. So what I want to do is, I actually want to read the whole caption from Jay Prince to that post. And this is it right here. So hopefully you can see that. Now, in this post, he says, a message to the man that's off. So kind of a play on words about his name being Offset, right? He calls him the man that's off. He says, to those of you that still live on principles over emotions, that know and respect me, it's all good. I don't care about the media they eat for a living. We live on different planets and breathe different air. If you know what I mean, I only display loyalty and friendship to brothers and sisters until they show me they're unworthy. Never been a bully or lived a life where I abused my power on the weak. No matter what you heard, it's cap. I'm glad I'm not one of those individuals that my family has to hold their head down when my name is mentioned. So excuse me while I deal with these clowns, because ain't nobody gonna tell them the truth like I'm gonna give it to them. So letting it be known that he feels like he's giving it up and giving the truth, and that he's not trying to play to the media. Now, what's crazy is he's doing all this on social media, so it seems like he is trying to play to the media, right? But in that message, he's basically letting it be known that he's not a bully either. Because when he threatened, or when people assume that he threatened Offset in his interview and I'll say this. The interview went well. Like, the message was delivered well up until the last part where Jay Prince called out Offset. And he's just trying to put it out there in this post, or this caption, he's saying that he is not a bully. He's not out here to bully anybody, and he's not trying to abuse his power on the weak, but he feels it necessary enough to call Offset out again. Now let's actually look at what Offset had to say about this situation, right? So Offset put out a tweet of his own about this, and he said this. He said, "Street dude turned cop. Never needed you for no smoke. You the police all mouth with no proof. Just fairy tales. Laughing emoji. Let this be the last time we speak on this." So basically putting it out there like he feels like this is all cap, and what Jay Prince is doing is some police stuff. Now Offset hasn't been quiet about any of this. He's kind of been talking about each and every situation that's been brought up, and he hasn't veered away from that. The only thing that he kind of veered away from was the backstage fight with Quavo allegedly. Now there's rumors that it was actually him and QCP, and QCCOP is one of the most well-known people, out of QC besides Coach, and he's the CEO of the label, right? And it's no mystery that they've had their back and forth. And it's been a weird situation since the Migos had sued them. Seemed like things got back together. Then at the same time, they were cool with QC. Offset wasn't. And then him and Cardi B are obviously married, and they're on the same accord. Which leads us to our next post, which was put out there by Cardi B. And it's just one blanket statement. Big lies. And this is letting people know, or people are fishing into this and thinking that this has to do with what Jay Prince said. That basically she's saying or calling cap on everything that Jay Prince just said about Offset and them needing his protection, from people out in LA and all that. So this is crazy, man. And Cardi B, I believe, in posts in the past, I think she had talked about the fact that maybe she had talked to Big U or Whack 100 or something like that. But I didn't know Jay Prince was involved in that situation. I'm not saying that he's lying, but it looks like Cardi B put this post out, and a lot of people feel like she is talking about Jay Prince at this time. So this is getting messier and messier as the time goes by. But what do you guys think about this situation, man? Essentially, you have one of the pioneers in hip-hop, right? You've got Jay Prince, CEO of Rap-A-Lot Records, sort of CEO of Mob Ties, consistently putting out Southern hip-hop and Texas acts forever, right? Kind of a big brother to Drake in the game and everything, right? And now you have Offset, one of the members of one of the most renowned groups in hip-hop. And they going back and forth, man, for all to see. Who do y'all think is right in this situation? Do you think that Jay Prince should probably just try to reach out to Offset in private and stop making it so public? Or do you feel like Offset, probably is doing things behind the scenes that we don't see? Because I have yet to see where Offset made any type of threat towards Jay Prince and them. But man, hopefully that information will come out. We'll see. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments section. Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.